Hi everyone, it's Chad Michael Peters, and again we're here with Fun 107's Loren Petisce. Loren, how are you? Happy holidays!
Hey, happy holidays!
We went from gobble gobble to wrapping presents and setting up trees pretty quickly, didn't we?
Oh, super quick. It was a late Thanksgiving this year, so we're running out of time.
How did everything work out?
Awesome!
Guests happy?
Enough.
Like
oh my gosh!
They're loving the pie.
Totally.
Loving the table.
I loved the pie. I was like, who even made this? Oh my gosh, it was me.
I think we deserve a high five for that.
Thank you so much. I don't think I could have done it without you.
Well,
absolutely not. It would have been a disaster.
It's our pleasure, Loren, and we've had so much fun. We're having so much fun, doing all of this, and thank you so much for all of the wonderful commentary and response that's out there. I got a lot of photos you saw on my Facebook page showing the work and showing the pumpkin pies and apple pies.
I love it that we've motivated people to do this kind of thing. It's great.
Yeah, and also teaching people a few skills, a few tricks of the trade, and a few shortcuts during the holidays, beneficial to to everyone. Loren, you can see we're inside here today, and it's nice and warm. It's snowing out a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
So nice. We should be sipping hot cocoa, singing "I Really Can't Stay."
That's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. I have put up my tree, and I feel totally in the holidays. And Loren and I were talking before we started filming today, and Loren is one of those people who has not yet put up her tree. So I thought
a little bit of a last minute Loren.
Last minute Loren, that's so good. So I thought, Loren, really what we could do is I want to show you a few crafts that you can do very simply with paper, scissors, and tape. That's it.
That's it?
For the holidays, paper, scissors, and tape. It's like playing a game.
Easy.
Paper, it's like paper.
Rocks, paper, scissors.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors, totally.
But not quite.
No, so I'm gonna show you how to do that. So if you have an area of your home and money's always tight around the holidays, you want to do something with your family, something with your kids. It's a great craft thing to do, bring in the sort of the paper craft of the holidays. And I love in the movie Elf when he decorates finally and everything has all the beautiful paper snowflakes. So we're going to do that in a second segment. But before we get there, I thought it'd be great for me to give you some great tips for this holiday season, Loren. I know you're not from the south coast of Massachusetts here in Fairhaven. I'm a local guy.
Right.
So I wanted to be able to give you some local places that we go to get our holidays together. Does that sound good?
Sounds awesome.
All right. The first thing I'm going to say to you, Loren, is when you're thinking about Christmas, is you want to get a fresh tree, the scent, the imagery of going out into the woods and doing all of that great stuff. You've got to get a fresh tree. And I saw your tree from last year, the pink sparkly one, and it's really cute and everything, but it is nothing like the beautiful scent of a fresh tree. So to get into the holiday spirit, get out there. Some great places locally. I love Kenny's Farm Stand on Route 6 in Fairhaven, a wonderful selection of holiday decor. I actually got my tree at Klein's Greenhouses. It's where Building 19 used to be. They still have a landscape area in the parking lot. Really inexpensive, wonderful, fresh, really fun. I was there in the pouring rain. They were nice enough to hold an umbrella while I handpicked
that's so nice.
my tree. So I would definitely say, Loren, when you're getting yourself into the holiday spirit, get out there, get a fresh tree, try some of the local areas. There's also Keith's Tree Farm in Acushnet, Massachusetts, which has a lot of trees that you go out and actually hand cut down and do all of that stuff. So
that's such a nice, fun family thing to do together too.
And that's not quite the same thing with getting a fake tree. Like
it's not.
Pushing your cart down the aisle of Kmart.
It's really not the same. I know. I did fake because I have cats and I'm like afraid they're going to destroy the real tree, but maybe I can figure out a way around that.
Hey,
and actually, I've heard of all of those places, so they must be good places.
Yeah, no,
I've heard of them
they're
too.
They're all great, and I wish I could buy a tree from every one of them and put them up in different parts of the room. I watched last night Extreme Christmas on one of the...
I saw a little bit of that too.
It was so good. There was one lady, totally nutsoid. She had 165 Christmas trees in her house. One in the bathroom, and she called that her boudoir tree. And she often admitted to spending hours trying to find that one light that might be out. This lady was nutsoid.
A little.
165 Christmas trees. So
wow,
that's good. That's good stuff. Once you get your tree in the house, Loren, you want to get it into a sturdy stand. I always like to get a stand that's bigger than you think it's going to be, because once the tree is filled with water and you have all of your ornaments and lights and such, you want to make sure that it's sturdy and it holds down and that your cats don't knock it over.
Right. Now, when it comes to lights,
yes,
white, colored, big, small, what do you think?
It's a tall order. There is something about me that wants to say only white little tiny lights, and I think you'd expect that from me.
I would, and I am the same.
With that being said, I remember my childhood was not always a tree with white lights. I would sometimes fight with white lights. My father would want a tree filled with colored lights and tinsel.
Oh my gosh, that's what we... You know what? It must have been a thing of like the 80s or something, or maybe a little earlier than that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but we'll go with 80s because we always did that as I was growing up as well. Colored lights, tinsel.
Colored lights and tinsel. So there's a part of me that really loves that old-fashioned 1940s, 1950s vintage feel of Christmas. But for our own tree here at home, we've actually chosen to put small white lights and a larger white light with it as well. You can notice on the tree there's larger white lights and smaller white lights, and together they come together to have a really wonderful sparkle.
I really like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's different. I've never seen it like that.
I saw that in the White House when I noticed the trees in the foyer. They had both small lights and big lights, and and covered with snow. So this is another great tip, Loren. Benny's, one of my favorite places for getting ready for the holidays. They always have everything that you need. It might not be in the right color that you're looking for. It might not be in the right size that you're looking for, but you can go in there and get something that you need on the go, and they're always so nice and so completely friendly. I go in every single year to the Christmas aisle, and they have artificial snow, and I get artificial snow.
That looks awesome. It looks very real, actually.
Well, once my tree is decorated, I like the snow. To be honest, I think it gives a little bit of a magical touch, and I think it really does look just like real snow. So,
yeah, it really does. Even from right here, it really does. It looks
I will say to you, Loren, if you put up a fresh tree, I will get you. I'll come over personally and put the snow on.
I love it. All right.
Not on that pink artificial thing though, because that does not deserve.
I know. Maybe that will stay in the attic this year.
No, you know what though? If you decide you have an artificial tree at home, and you also decide to get a fresh tree, make the fresh tree the showcase and the centerpiece of your home. Put it front and center. Yeah. But don't be afraid to use that artificial tree in another part of your home. One of the things that we love to do in our family is to consider the Christmas cards as ornaments to the Christmas tree.
That's a good idea too.
Well, I remember my first apartment in Marion, Massachusetts, and the first tree that I ever put up was glorious and huge, and I put the lights on it. But I hadn't yet collected, any ornaments. I didn't want to go and just buy everything to fill the tree up. I wanted that sense of history and collecting. So I thought, why not use these beautiful Christmas cards that people have gone through so much time and effort in sending to us, and use them to decorate the tree. So that was 25 years ago, my first tree. Get a little sentimental and feel old. Figuring out there were so many years past. But you can see in my Christmas tree, Loren, that we did use the cards and tucked them right in there for a beautiful little holiday ornament. And the lights really work to showcase the artwork of the Christmas cards, which is so beautiful.
I love that. And the cards are so colorful. It just adds so much to the tree.
It adds so much to the tree. And, the vast majority of the cards that we receive are from friends of ours that have children. So we love seeing the little photos of the kids dressed up in their the holiday.
Photo cards are my favorite.
Yeah, they're so completely cute.
Yeah.
Now that's another thing about the lights. The lights can be a total, complete, and pain in the rumpus. Right? The lights, can cause a lot of problems, both in putting them up. And then once they're up, once you're unplugging and plugging, you're tugging at this fresh tree, which is drying out and dropping its needles and getting your house, making a mess and doing all of that stuff. So another one of my great holiday tips is, again, comes from Benny's on Route 6 in Fairhaven. Benny's always has these really cool steppers that you can use for your Christmas tree. And I'll show you that.
What in the heck is a stepper?
What in the heck is a stepper? This is a stepper right here. So this is a little button that you just push with your foot, and it turns your tree on and off. I have to thank my friend David. Such a good idea, right? It makes it so easy. You don't want, to turn your Christmas tree on at night and have to get under the tree and all of that slop and mess.
Yeah.
So that little tip can save a lot of headaches and make the fresh tree in your home an easier proposition. So I thought I'd give you that tip.
I love it. Oh, it's super useful.
And I'll even go so far as to say I've already committed to the snow. And if I hear that there's a fresh tree up in your house and you're when it happens, I'll get you the stepper.
All right, I like this. All right, good stuff.
I'll get you the stepper. Another thing, Loren, that I'd love to give you as a tip is use the holidays to start to build and display your collections. Over the course of of my life, have found sentiment in Christmas ornaments. They remind me of places that I've been or people that I've met.
Yeah.
And I love that. And it's a perfect way to show a collection on this one beautiful tree. I also have gone through the effort of collecting just striped ornaments in series of red, and these are all from the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. And they're really precious to me, and I remember the times with some of my great friends going out and finding this little ditty at a yard sale or finding it in an antique shop and just being absolutely thrilled that I've been able to build my collection. So when I pull them out every year, to me it's like all of those memories balled up into one. So it's a great tip. I think, for you, I would love to see you start to build a cat tree that just has cute little cat ornaments on it.
Yes, yes.
You could get some beautiful dried catnip and tuck that into the tree and of course that would probably make the cat go crazy. So
yes.
But you certainly can build your own collections on an individual basis. For you, that pink tree would look fabulous with some of your old makeup cases. Maybe covered with glitter, tucked into the tree.
Such a good idea. I never think of doing anything like outside the box like that, decorating without ornaments or anything like that.
Oh,
so
just think of it. Think of anything small in your life as an ornament and stick to a theme. You have old makeup cases, old nail polish bottles, some old hair ribbons, perhaps scrunchies or barrettes. Take all of those items and say, okay, I'm going to take just the gold and pink, of them, or spray paint a few of them, and then put them together on that pink tree in your bathroom as an unexpected surprise to your holiday guests. They would love that, and it's so you. I would look at that immediately and say, "Oh my God, that is
so Loren."
That is so Loren. So cute. Let Chad have his antique 1920s, fancy ornaments. But that shows your individual spirit. Now, I wouldn't make that the focus of my holiday. Something sort of tongue-in-cheek.
Right.
But that's wonderful in a family room or in a guest bathroom or in a foyer where somebody can walk by and just say, oh, that's really whimsical and really fun, right?
Very fun.
I want to see pictures. I want to see pictures of that. So there's a couple more tips that come from the heart. And one of the things that we've always thought about in our family is with regard to gifts, to give freely and expect nothing in return. I think so many people go out and think they have to buy Christmas gifts for somebody who might be buying for them, and I want to make sure that I've got one for Uncle Tommy and Uncle Tony and this, that, and the other thing. We eliminated all of that in our family on a formal basis at a Thanksgiving meeting and just said, as we go through the holidays, we all are in different financial situations.
Of course.
Give what you can and expect nothing in return, and your holidays will be amazing because you'll get way more than you ever expect to come. So I love that little tip as you go through and just say,
Plus, giving is better anyway.
Giving is so much better.
It really is.
So much better. I love when you have that perfect gift, beautifully wrapped underneath the tree, and sometimes it would be the most simple of things, but that feeling when it's perfect on the other side and unwrapping it and looking at that. That's priceless. It's really...
I love that. The anticipation. I'm like, I can't wait to give this person this gift because they are going to love it. And that's way better than opening anything. Not that I'm not appreciative, because I love anything that anyone were to give me too. But giving is much better than getting.
Giving is always much better than getting. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And my last tip, Loren, that I will give you for the holiday spirit that we use in our family is believe. Right.
Simple enough.
Simple enough. The magic of the holidays comes over all of us. I'm getting a little choked up, in the course of all of this. I love the sparkle of it. I love community coming together. I love the idea of giving gifts, opening your home, celebrating with a toast, celebrating with a piece of chocolate, loving the spirit of human nature, and I believe in that. And I think that you should too, and everyone else should. We're going to be doing more segments. We're going to show you in a little while how to make some beautiful holiday decorations, as I said earlier, out of paper, scissors, and some tape. Until then, happy holidays. Thank you very much for tuning in with me, Chad Michael Peters, and Loren Petisce here at Fun 107.
Thank you so much.
It's an awesome experience. We look forward to bringing more of this to you. Happy holidays, everyone.